Hi everyone, I'm in a cafe and today I want to shoot about gratitude and striving for better. So I generally think that it's easier for us to fall into negative thoughts or negative beliefs. And last year it was mentally exhausting and difficult, and I felt like a hamster running in a wheel, like constantly rushing and running, but staying in the same place. So I think some years you might also feel like you're stuck or nothing's changing in your life. But what I've understood in those years, you start to appreciate not visible and material or physical changes. You start to appreciate and notice the changes that's happening inside of you. And as someone who's very goal oriented, for me, it's basically important to see the visible, like physical results of my hard work. But I also understand that life isn't always about reaching our goals, or life isn't only about elevating yourself constantly. Some moments in your life, it's about looking back and appreciating what you've already achieved, looking back and appreciating what you've already done, and acknowledging your hard work. The thing that I try to reflect on is not taking things as granted, because life is dynamic and life's changing constantly. We try to predict things that can't happen. We try to control, and we're running from one goal to the next, forgetting to notice the thing that we already have. But living itself is a big blessing. That you're healthy, that your family is healthy. If you prayed on time, it's also a big blessing. If you have a job that you've been asking God, you've been dreaming about, if you're studying at university, you've been wanting, it's also a big blessing. And daily we receive different kind of blessing, but we don't notice it, we don't think about it. And I think gratitude is all about noticing. For example, let's say if I wake up in the morning and I make a dua, 100%, Allah grants me by the evening. And I was like, wait a minute, it's something I wanted, it's something I've asked. So it's important to, if you want to know how blessed you are, start to wire your brain to notice good things, wire your brain to focus on good things, wire your brain to notice good things that's happening in your life. And when you only notice those things, you understand how blessed you are. You understand how lucky you are, how blessed you are, how loved and cared you are. Also, Allah says that if you're grateful, I will give more. We all know how gratitude works. We know how we attract things better if we are grateful, if our heart is filled with love, with gratitude, with positive feelings. And there's so many scientific research about gratitude. And personally, I like Dr. Joe Dispenza, and one of his books, Becoming Supernatural. So especially I like the part when he talks about coherent heartbeat and how coherent heartbeat affects our brain. In this video, I want to talk about that. When you're grateful, when you're grateful, it can change your life. 90% of people, they imagine the life that they want to live, but the main thing that they do is they think that if I have to live the life of my dream, if I want to live the life of my dreams, I need more material things, like more money, I don't know, new car or new bag. And when you start to run towards material things, they feel less satisfied with themselves. So let's give a simple example. You want to start documenting your life, and it will say, well, I need new camera, or I need latest iPhone. Sometimes I do catch myself thinking about, well, it will be great if I had a DJI camera, but nevertheless, I will choose to shoot a video with the things, with the opportunities, with the equipments that I have. Same goes if you want to write a book. Some people say, well, I need a MacBook, or I need a new keyboard. But honestly, you can start by handwriting. If you want to learn a language, people say, I have to move abroad. I need, to buy expensive books. I need a tutor. But now you can just start learning languages by your own self. Watch some videos on YouTube. So it's very important to start with what you have. or you want to manifest your life, you want to plan, you want to write it your duas and say, I need new notebook, I need new stationaries. And again, honestly, just all you need is A4 paper. And you know, like, we should be really grateful for the life that we are living because we're living in a very peaceful country. We have all the access to learn things, to improve ourselves. Even if you don't have, like, let's say you don't have money to buy a food, but the supermarket is filled with food. There are always people who can support you, who can help you, and most importantly, there's always God who can change your life in a split of a second. So I finished this video that we should be grateful for what we have, and we should learn how to use the thing that we already have. We should learn to use the opportunities that you have. If you want to change your life, if you want to grow, if you want to live the life of your dreams, it's not about material things, it's not about money. It is about being grateful for what you have and using this thing that you have and moving forward.